Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been over a year since I last made a video. I got a new job and everything needed to settle down for me and my family. So, it was really not a very easy year for us. So it took me some time that I could possibly help myself to make more videos. I needed time and of course some really important things needed to be settled down. So I'm back again with my new video, and this time I'm going to show you how to make this netted bracelet. So the materials that you will need to make this are some 4mm bicons. I'm using a cobalt blue, and some 11/0 seed beads. I'm using an Irish. In addition to all of that, you will also need a clasp. I'm using a lobster, and of course some jump rings. You will need a size 10 beading needle along with some thread. Here I'm using a monofilament size 0.6mm. So I hope that one more thing I wanted to say to you guys: thank you for supporting my channel even when I was gone for over an year. Thank you for keeping on subscribing even though I couldn't upload a single video for you guys, but that was really fantastic. I was really happy, and maybe that inspired me again to start off with making videos. So without wasting much of our precious time, let's get started into the project. So you're gonna start off by picking up a 4mm, a seed bead, a 4mm, a seed bead, a 4mm, and a seed bead. So this is all that you're going to pick up: 3 4mm along with 3 11/0s. You want to take them down to the very end of your piece, leaving about a 6 to 7 inches of tail to tie off or make the loop for your clasp. At the very end, you want to take your thread and tie it into a knot in this way. A good couple of half-inch knots, so that you now have this. Let me zoom it up a bit. Yeah. Now once you have this, you want to take your needle and go into the very first seed bead in this way. Now holding this out, you are now going to work in rounds. It's a very easy thing for this bracelet. It works up really fast, and in no time you have a beautiful bracelet. So what you want to do is, when you're coming out of this seed bead, you just want to come out of any seed bead. It doesn't have to be this one. You can come out of here or the other one right here. This was the nearest to my knot, so I came out of this seed bead. Now what you want to do is, you want to pick up 7 more seed beads. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Always an odd number. If you're here using a 3mm bicon, then I would recommend you pick up 5 seed beads. And if you're here picking up a 6mm, a 6mm, then I would recommend you pick up 9 seed beads if you're using 11/0s. You can always use as many number of seed beads as you wish to. The more seed beads you pick up, your netted spiral is going to be longer. But if you want to make it a bit more if you want it to be closer, or the bicons need to be closer, then you want to use up less seed beads, exactly like this. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you. So here I am picking up 7 seed beads, but always remember, you want to pick up an odd number of seed beads. So holding my piece again, this is a beginner's video. If you're a beginner, you would be really happy with what I'm doing now. So we want to pick up 7 seed beads, and you want to go into the very next seed bead and pull your thread, so that now you have this. Alrighty, now what you want to do is you want to pick up 7 more beads again, and you want to move your work in this way, and you want to go into the very next seed bead that is right here and pull your thread. So now you got this. At the moment it looks very confusing, but as you go on you're going to realize what you're doing. Now you want to pick up again 7 seed beads, now take them down, and if you see right here, you have the first seed bead right here and the 7 seed beads along with that. So this is the first bead that we went into and started off with our work. Now what you want to do is you want to take your 7 beads and you want to go into that very same seed bead, and then you want to pull your thread. Now what you have is this. Now your next job is to come out of the middle seed bead of those 7 seed beads. So that is bead number 4. So if this is the first bead, second bead, third bead and fourth bead, and then you have the 5th, 6th and the 7th bead right here, so this turns out to be the middle bead or the 4th bead. So what you want to do is you want to go into all of those 4 beads, so that you are coming out of the middle bead, that is the 4th bead. Hold everything together. Now comes the fun part. You want to pick up a 4mm. You're coming out of the middle bead out of the 7 beads. This is the bead that is down. So these are the next 7 beads. Now what you want to do is you want to go into the 4th bead of the next set of 7 beads. So that is the middle bead of the 7 beads. Now you understand why I wanted to tell you that you always want to pick up beads in odd numbers. So when you pull, you have this, but we don't want to pull it right now. I want it to just sit nice and tight. Now you want to pick up 1 more bicon or a 4mm, and you want to go into the middle bead of the next set of 7 beads. So this one is it. Now just hold it loosely together. Again, you want to pick up a 4mm and you want to go into the same bead that we were coming out of. So this is the bicon that was coming out of here, this is the bicon that was coming out of here, and this is the bicon that's going to come out of right here. See? So this is what I wanted to show you. These are the middle beads of those 7 beads, 7 round bead, and then we have bicons coming out of those beads. So now when you hold this piece together and pull up your threads, you again have the same thing going over. That is bicon, seed bead, bicon, seed bead, bicon and seed bead. If you're an advanced beader, you know what to do right now. And this is how it looks on the sides. Now what you want to do is you want to pick up 7 more seed beads again. 4, 5, 6 and 7. You're coming out of a seed bead, so you want to go around into the very next seed bead and pulling up your thread in this way. Again, you want to pick up 7 more seed beads and you want to go into the very next seed bead that is right here. and pull your threads. Again, you want to pick up 7 more seed beads, and you want to go into the very first seed bead, that is right here. And there you have it all over again. Now what you want to do again is, you're coming out of this seed bead right here. So again, you want to go into the middle bead. So you're going to go into the very next 4 beads and pull your thread. Now that you're here, what you want to do is, you want to pick up a 4mm, go into the 4th bead of the next round, that is the middle bead, pick up a 4mm, go into the middle bead or the 4th bead of the next set of 7 beads, then again pick up a 4mm and go into the very first bead that we were coming out of, so that now you have this. See, it's easy, right? You're just going to follow 2 steps and you'll be good to go. So again, I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to pick up 7 beads and I'm going to go into the next seed bead, that is right there. Again, you're going to pick up 7 beads and you're going to go into the next seed bead. Again, you want to pick up 7 more, and you want to go into that same bead that we were initially coming out of and pull tight. Again, you have the same thing to do, so you want to go into the very 4 beads and you want to come out of the 4th bead, that is the middle bead of the set of 7 beads. You want to pick up a bicon, go into the next middle bead, you want to pick up a bicon, go into the next middle bead, pick up a bicon and go into the very first bead. And when you pull it together, you have this. So this is what you're going to continue for around the wrist of your size, the size of your wrist I mean, and you want to just continue doing this until you are done around the wrist. So continue to do that and I'll meet you when I'm done with it. Okay, I have finished the length of my bracelet that I want for my piece. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to show you how you can end your bracelet. I have gone ahead and did that for this part or the tail end, and I'm going to show you here how you can make the back part or the other side of the bracelet. So to do that, what you want to do is, you want to pick up 2 bicons. Your thread is coming out of the seed bead, so you want to pick up 2 bicons, take them down and hold them between your fingers and pick up 8 11s. Now take these 11s and go down and hold them between your fingers. Now what you want to do is, holding all the 11s, you're going to leave them and go into the very first bicon and come down. So when you do that, you create a loop of seed beads right here. Now you want to take another one of your bicons, you over here. Now what I want to do is, I want to go into this seed bead, which is right here. So I'm going to pull. So when I pull, this creates a beautiful V on top of my work. Now once I have done that, what I want to go is I want to go into this icon right here. I want to come out of the seed bead that is in the front, and I want to pick up one more last icon, the last icon, and I want to go into the top icon, leaving the two behind. I'm going to go only into the top one. So what this does is it creates kind of like a beaded effect, a beaded bead kind of effect, where these are the three beads on the top, and one top bead which is holding all the 8 seed beads. I guess you can hear the cuckoo bird calling in the background. So it's summer here in India, and it's really common that cuckoo birds do come in the afternoon and call as such. So then what you want to do is you want to go into all of those 8 seed beads, come down, go into the very first or the top icon, and into one of the other ones, and then you are just going to reinforce your work. Make it as many times as you possibly can. Go up through all of those icons 2 to 3 times, so that all of those beads are reinforced. Sometimes what happens is when you're working with icons, sometimes they tend to break your thread because of the sharp edges they have. Not always, but sometimes. So it's a great thing if you can reinforce your work 2 to 3 times. Now I want to tie off my thread, so I'm going to go under some of my thread bridges, go into the loop and tie a good couple of half-inch knots. If you don't know how to tie knots, you can watch my other videos where I've shown you how you can make knots or how you can end your work in beading. So I'll just go ahead and cut off my extra thread, and I'll come back and show you what to do next. Alright, now once you're done with your loop, you want to take a jump ring, open that up, insert it into the loop, use your lobster claw, and then just try to close up your jump ring securely. You can also use a split ring if you wish to. I don't have one, so I haven't used it. You can always use adjustable loops or maybe toggle or any kind of closure that you want for your bracelet. So that is all how you make a beautiful netted bracelet for yourself. This was the one that I was initially working with. I haven't ended it yet, but I was thinking of making it into a necklace where I've used some fuchsia icons. These are preciosa icons, and some bronze seed beads of size 11. One more tip that I can give you with this bracelet is that you can use pearls, 4mm pearls, 3mm pearls, and of course some round beads that you have in the stash. I have used icons because I just love to use them in all of my products because of the sparkle that they give me. Now if you cannot see, I don't know if you can see or not, but the Irish beads look absolutely amazing with this bracelet. I will put a photo down so you can watch it, you can see it, how it's done. And I'm going to promise you now that I will be showing more of my designs in the near future, and some of my beading basics videos are also going to be uploaded in the next few weeks. So please subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time as soon as I do one more video for you all. So have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.